So today, everybody, we're going to use up our rhubarb harvest that we have kindly been donated off our allotment neighbour, and we're going to make a rhubarb chutney. So to start the chutney, you're going to need 500 grams of red onions, about 700 grams of rhubarb, we need 400 grams of muscovado sugar, light muscovado is best. We're going to need some mustard powder, some raisins, some vinegar and some ginger. So the first step is to slice up the onions. And if you can, use some from the allotment, and if you haven't got, try and buy some nice local ones. So there's all our onions chopped up, and I've got tears coming from my eyes, and now it's time to grate in our fresh ginger. So that's ginger root. I'm just going to grate this straight into the pan. And this is 50 grams worth of the root ginger. So that's all our ginger grated in. And make sure you get it all to add in that great flavour. And what I want to do now is just add my vinegar, and I need about 300 millilitres, and for this I'm going to use half balsamic vinegar, and half of a red wine vinegar. So that makes 300 millilitres altogether. And then I'll just give this a stir. Just separate my onions a bit. It's already starting to smell really nice. We haven't even added the rhubarb yet. Now I'm just going to put this onto the stove. So now we have got the vinegar in, we're just going to put that on the stove on a medium heat. And we're just going to let those onions boil till they go soft. So I'm going to put a lid on them to help sweat them. Okay, so now we're waiting for the onions to boil. I'm just going to chop up my rhubarb. Now that the onions have come to the boil, we're going to leave them simmer. We're going to turn the heat down a little bit, and we're going to leave them simmer for about 10 minutes. So you want to keep the lid on at this point, just to keep all that moisture in. Okay, now they've been simmering for about 10 minutes, we just want to add the rest of our ingredients. So that's a pinch of salt and 400 grams of raisins and 400 grams of muscovado sugar and a teaspoon of mustard powder, a heaped teaspoon. So now I'm just going to stir all this in. Just to combine it all together and help dissolve the sugar. And now you want to just keep it on a medium heat and then just slowly bring it back up to the boil. And keep stirring it from the bottom because you don't want it to burn. Okay, we've took our mixture now off the stove and it's been simmering for about 20 minutes. And now we're going to fill our jars. And these jars have been sterilised with boiling water. And the lids have been boiled in water as well. So you want to do this while your mixture's still hot. You just want to spoon small amounts in at a time so you don't spill it. Oh, that's hot. And then you just want to pat it down as you're filling it to make sure there's no air bubbles. And just get your lid and seal it. Just top it to make sure the air bubbles are going from the sides. And on to the next one. Okay, so we've put all our mixtures into our jars and we've sealed them while they're still hot. And we're going to leave them now for about a month in a cool place for them to mature, if we can last that long. And then we'll get to enjoy them with some cheese. So that's it for today's video. See you again.